Hey everyone, Rick Soetebier here. I recently had a great question come up on one of my Facebook posts. Beth asked, "What does extraordinary mean when it comes to a relationship, and what does it look like?" That's a great question because extraordinary is a word we often hear when talking about love and relationships. But what does it really mean, and how can we recognize it? First, it's important to understand that the concept of an extraordinary relationship is different for everyone. What feels extraordinary to one person may not to another. However, there are some key elements that can help us define it. The reality is, 90% of people have never experienced what I would call an extraordinary relationship. This isn't because it's impossible to find, but because most of us haven't done the work on ourselves to attract and maintain such a relationship. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone jump from one relationship to the next without taking the time to heal or grow? In order to experience an extraordinary relationship, you first have to become an extraordinary partner. This means being the person you'd love to date. One of the best ways to define what extraordinary means for you is to ask yourself this: am I the kind of person I'd want to date? If the answer is no, it's time to do some self-work. For example, if you're still feeling anger, hurt, or resentment from a past relationship, you might not be emotionally ready for an extraordinary relationship yet. Carrying that emotional baggage into a new relationship can prevent you from being fully present, open, and trusting. Another example is mindset. If you believe that all men or women are cheaters, liars, or will inevitably hurt you, then you're not ready for an extraordinary relationship. Why? Because extraordinary relationships require vulnerability and trust. You have to be willing to put your faith in your partner and let go of the fear that they'll hurt you. Being an extraordinary partner means putting your partner's wants, needs, and desires at least on a par with your own, if not ahead of them. Now, this doesn't mean you should sacrifice your own well-being or happiness, but rather that you genuinely care about enhancing your partner's life as much as your own. In a soulmate or extraordinary relationship, both partners will naturally uplift and enhance each other's lives. It's not about one person doing all the giving and the other doing all the taking. It's a balanced exchange where both people contribute to each other's growth and happiness. The real question is, are you ready for an extraordinary relationship? If you're holding on to past hurts or negative beliefs about relationships, you may need to take some time to heal and grow before you can be an extraordinary partner. The journey to finding or creating an extraordinary relationship starts with you. By becoming the kind of person that you'd want to date, you open the door to attracting someone who shares your values and desires for a fulfilling, extraordinary partnership. Are you ready to experience an extraordinary relationship? Start by becoming the best version of yourself. One of the ways to do this is to register for my free masterclass, The 5 Biggest Dating and Relationship Mistakes and How to Avoid Them, and take the first step towards building the love life you deserve. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below.